Good afternoon. I'm Steve Shamraz in the today's TMJ4 newsroom. We are working on a story that is stretching across 3, potentially 4 states right now: Illinois, Wisconsin, Ohio, and Kentucky, as authorities in all these states are trying to piece together the story of a little boy who came forward in Ohio just in the last 24 hours, claiming to be Timmothy Pitzen. Timmothy Pitzen was last seen in the Wisconsin Dells in May of 2011. His mom committed suicide in the Dells, picked up her son from school in Aurora, Illinois, went to a water park in Gurnee, Illinois, just south of the state line, then went up to the Dells. She was found dead there, and in a suicide note said Timothy was fine but would never be seen again. And now here we are, these years later. I'm just going to read you the dispatch report. This is from police in Sharonville, Ohio. This dispatch report. This is the call that police in Ohio were working on. Again, I'm going to read this to you. This doesn't confirm anything. This is just what police have been told. We received a dispatch regarding information from Campbell County. They advised a 14-year-old male named Timmothy Pitzen had just escaped from 2 kidnappers that had been holding him for 7 years. Again, police not confirming this. This is what they have been told as they do their search in Sharonville, Ohio. Timothy is originally from Illinois and was last known to be with his mother, who apparently killed herself. A note was left stating that Timothy was with someone but was safe. Timothy, now this jumps forward to what police now know. Timothy describes the 2 kidnappers as 2 male whites, bodybuilder type build. One has black curly hair, a Mountain Dew shirt and jeans, and a spider web tattoo on his neck. The other is short in stature, had a snake tattoo on his arms. They're looking for a car as well. The vehicle they're operating is a newer model Ford SUV. It has Wisconsin plates, though the number is unknown. It's a second row type truck, white in color, yellow transfer paint, and a dent on the left back bumper. So Timothy escaped and kept running across a bridge into Kentucky. He says they stayed at a Red Roof Inn, but no idea where. So Sharonville Police, Sharonville has a Red Roof Inn in it, so that was one of the jurisdictions that was notified in this All Points Bulletin to be on the lookout, a BOLO, to be on the lookout for these 2 guys and this vehicle near any Red Roof Inns. So Sharonville Police went to their Red Roof Inn and other surrounding motels, but they found nothing. But this document shows that indeed a boy has come forward claiming to be Timmothy Pitzen, describing 2 men he says kidnapped him or are his kidnappers, and the place he was last held, a Red Roof Inn that he did not know where. And he ran quite a distance away from these guys to get to Campbell County, across a bridge into Kentucky. So we have our station in Cincinnati, WCPO, doing a lot of work on this today. Rebecca Clough, she is currently on her way there. We do know that police from Aurora, Illinois are also, they're either headed there or they're already there. DNA is going to need to be taken here from this boy who claims he's Timothy Pitzen to see if this is indeed him. So the FBI, law enforcement in Wisconsin, law enforcement in Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, all working together. Our sources in, pardon me, my phone is going off right now, but I can just mute that right there. I'll restart that. Law enforcement in 4 different states all working together on this. Our reporters in Ohio at WCPO, our sister station there, their confidence is high, but again, nothing is confirmed until that DNA comes back as a match that this little boy is indeed Timmothy Pitzen. This was a little boy who just fell off the face of the earth, and frankly, after the trail went cold, most of us in the media did did forget about this case. So when this popped up this morning, it was a shot out of the cold blue sky that this little boy shows up out of nowhere saying he is this child who at 7 years old just vanished off the face of the earth in the Wisconsin Dells, and now at 14 years old is several states away. James, anything coming through on the Facebook yet? I'm going to click on over to that to see if we have any comments coming through.
We probably already went over this, but Rachel did ask, is he alive? Do we know that?
Yeah, the child is alive. He's alive and sounds well and is talking. He was able to run away some distance from the two men. He says we're holding him captive. So let me get plugged in on the TMJ4 Facebook page here so I can follow along.
Shannon's also asking if we know anything about who he's been with. Who he has been with.
Shannon, the only thing we know about who he's been with is the description from this police report here. 2 bodybuilder-type males, one with black curly hair, spider web tattoo on his neck. That's a pretty distinguishing feature. The other short in stature with a snake tattoo on his arms. And again, they're looking for a vehicle. A newer model Ford SUV, Wisconsin plates, second row seating. It's white. It has a dent on the left back bumper. Amanda's saying she read that mom gave him away and killed herself. Don't know. Those are details we don't know. I mean, that's certainly a possibility, but we don't know. See what else we have coming through here.
Want to talk about where our crews are?
Yeah, we have reporters in our newsroom working on this. We have Rebecca Clough and a photographer headed to Ohio right now to this area. There it is. That would be the easiest way for me to see the posts. And then we also have a team of reporters at WCPO. We're part of the EW Scripps Company. They're actually based in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is right at the heart of all of this. So we have a lot of resources already mobilized through our company, our parent company in Ohio, working the story as well. But right now, all we know is that a 14-year-old boy has come forward claiming to be Timmothy Pitzen. DNA and some other tests, I'm sure, can be done pretty quickly to determine whether this is true. We've not yet seen a picture of the boy. This split screen that we're putting up every now and then, this is an age progression photo. This is not that of the little boy who has come forward in Ohio. This is a law enforcement age progression of what Timmothy Pitzen could look like today. So if we do get a picture of this child from Ohio and it bears some resemblance to this, that's another pretty good indication that his story is holding up. Does this open up foul play about her death and not suicide? Shannon, don't know about that, but it's certainly a possibility that law enforcement could look into. Although if she left a note, you know, I'm sure the medical examiner there would also be able to do some, 7 years ago, was able to do some work to determine the cause and the manner of the death. And if it looks suspicious, I think we probably would have heard about that by now. Yeah, his family is in Aurora, Illinois. Dad dropped him off at school. So back in May of 7 years ago, Dad dropped him off first day at school. Mom picked him up out of school, and that's when they did their water park run. First at I think it was forget the name of the water park there. Key Lime Cove. Thank you very much, James Coos. Key Lime Cove, just south of the state line in Gurnee, and then up to the Wisconsin Dells, and that was the last place they were all seen together. So FBI, the feds are in charge of this case because it does involve a kidnapping across potentially state lines here. Ohio, Kentucky, Wisconsin, and Illinois, all working together to see if the story being told by a 14-year-old boy who says he escaped his captors who were holding him at a motel in the Cincinnati, Ohio area could be Timmothy Pitzen. A lot of details here that I don't know why a 14-year-old boy would make up, but you never know until you know for sure. So we're going to wait for the DNA testing and any other identifications they can do. But again, law enforcement in Ohio is now trying to find the two guys that this boy who says he was Timothy Pitzen was with. Again, we have Rebecca Clough on the way to Ohio. We have a team of reporters at our mothership, so to speak, WCPO in Cincinnati. And again, everybody here in the newsroom in Milwaukee working this story as well. So we're going to have more updates for you here on Facebook, TMJ4.com, and I'll have the latest for you coming up on Live at 5 on today's TMJ4. For now, I'm Steve Chambrez in the newsroom at today's TMJ4.